Hello friends, welcome to Modern Programming. I am Pankaj and this is part 39 of ASP.NET MVC tutorial. So here we'll learn how we can create login page using session in ASP.NET MVC. So first, what is the agenda of this complete video? So first we'll create login page using session in ASP.NET MVC. So to create that, what are the required steps? So first we need to create table in SQL database. So we'll see how we can create the table. Then we'll see how we can insert the data into table in SQL database. Then how we can select the data from table in SQL database. Then we'll see how to create a ASP.NET MVC project. I have also covered everything about creating MVC project in my previous video session. So if you are interested in details how we can create, you can watch my complete ASP.NET MVC videos. Then how we can add ADO.NET entity data model, database first approach I will use. And then how we can add controller in our MVC application. We'll also see how to validate user credentials, and then at the end we'll see how to keep user details in sessions and display in the user dashboard. So let's flip to the SQL Server Management Studio and we'll create one database and table inside that. So this is the SQL Server database. So what I need, I will just create database first. So how to create that? Just click on database and right click on this and select new database, and we can create dv dev. Okay, and I'll just create OK, means click on OK, it will create database by default. Now just go to that database and select new query. Now what we need to do? First we need to create the table. So how we can create the table? Because I have already database in place, but it does not have any tables. So first I need to create table. So how we can create the table? I have already created the script for this. So let me take my script from there. So just file, open. See, I have got this script ready. I will copy this script to description section, so you can take this script from there. So what I am doing here, I am just creating the table with 4 columns: user ID, username, password and ejective, and table name is user login. Okay, so let's create this. So I'll just execute this script. See, we have got the table created now, but if you will try to select the data from this table, so you will not get any records. Why? Because we have not inserted the record set. So we can just insert the record using these insert queries. How we can insert? So this is insert into table name, then the column name, then values, and then value whatever we need to pass. So we can pass it. Just execute it. Now if I'll select the data, so you can see the data in your table. So we are ready with our database. If you want to delete the records from here, you can delete it using delete from user, means this command you can use. For now I have commented this, and if you want to drop the table itself, you can drop by using this. Means if it is required and you have done some mistake and you want to recreate it, so you can use this command to delete or drop it. Okay, now we need to create one MVC project. So let's flip to the Visual Studio. So we can create by using this. Just select new project and then ASP.NET Web Application. and in the D drive we'll create this project. Okay, and we'll change the name to login MVC web application. Just click on OK. So we have got multiple templates, so we are interested in MVC template, so we'll create this MVC template. So just click. For now we are not going to use any authentication which is built in the .NET, so we are going to create our own authentication using database. This is kind of Windows form means you can say form authentication. So just click on OK. So it will take some time to create the project. Because it is adding everything in our project. So now project is ready. What I want to do next, so I need to add one ADO.NET entity model. So how we can do that? So just right click on your application, select add and then new item, then select data. Then here we have already got ADO.NET entity data model. If you are not getting this, then you need to install this, or you have to make sure that entity framework is installed in your application. Now what I will just make it as demo data model. It should be the name space or name of the data model. Just click on add. See, we have got this much option, so I'm going to use entity framework designer from database. There are 4 options available for entity frameworks. We can use code first, we can use model first, okay, we can use designer model first. So there are multiple options available. So what it is going to do, it is going to create a model in entity framework designer based on the existing database. You can choose the database connection settings for the model and database objects to include in the model. The classes your application will interact with are generated from the model. So let's click on next and let's establish new connection. So just click, I'm going to use local server, so we can use just say dot or localhost, and here we can use SQL server authentication. We can use the username and password of your database. Then after you can just select your database here. So I have got dbdev which I have created recently, and just test the connection. Your connection is succeeded. So click OK and then just select OK. Now we have got the database connection string. So yes, I want to include it. Just dbdev entities, I am going to use same connection string. Then if you don't want to include all these things in your connection string, you can avoid. Then click on next. Now you can select your entity framework model or version. See, we have got tables, so I have only one table, so I'm going to select that. If you have views stored procedure, you can select, just select on finish. So you will get the data model ready. And it will generate everything. So user login entity would be added here. See, we have got our entity ready here. Now what is next? We need to add our controller here. See, we have got our EDMX file. Inside that we have got the required things. See, we have got also our user login.cs class, which will contain all the properties, all the columns which is available in the login table. Now we have already got home controller inside this. So so suppose you need to add one login controller or account controller, so we can add like this, add and then controller, and just I'm using just empty controller. Select and click on add. You can give the name whatever you want, so I'm going to give account controller. Just select add. It will take some time because it is scaffolding it already has some scaffolding template, so by using that it will create the controller. So it will take some time. After creating the controller, we need to add login action method inside the home, means inside our newly created account controller, and then we need to add views. Okay. See, we have got account controller here, and we'll change the name to login. And then we'll add one view. How to add the view in your MVC application? So just right click on this and click on add view. I'm going to create strongly typed view. So how we can do that? So this is the name. Then we can select the template. So just create template, then click on data context. So we have got user, just click on add. Okay, so let's do one thing. I'll just cancel this and right click on it add view, and we'll just simply create login view, and inside that we can write our desired code. Okay, now what we need to write here means, as we are going to have one form to post it, so we'll use using statement. So in the login page I have written some code. So this is just a begin form where I am trying to post my form. So this is in account controller. So let's run this application and we'll see how it works. Okay, we have got some error. What is that error? Let's see. Now we'll reload the page. See, we have got our login page, username and password. So it is expecting username and password. So let's put Pankaj as username and password Pankaj. What is the error we have got? Okay. So I'll explain everything to you. See, we have got welcome Pankaj. So how it is working now? So let me. So first, if I am just loading the page, so it is redirecting to this home page and index page. So how we can change it? So we can change the default page in root config here .cs. So in the root config.cs we can change it to, instead of home we can change it to account, and we can make it login. So it will automatically go to login page. Now what we are doing in login page, so this is our account controller which I have added. This is simple login page which I login action where I have just created one view, and inside that view we are just expecting username and password. This is strongly typed view, so this is strongly I am passing the model here. This is namespace and this is the class which is available inside this namespace, and we are just passing this title. Okay, and then after, this is the form which I am submitting, and after submitting this form it should go to the login post method which is available inside the account controller. So this is the account controller, and inside the account controller we have got post method here. And here what I am trying to do, I am just using entity framework. I am trying to access the DB login page where I am passing the username and password, and if it is equal to the same what I am getting, so it will store the user ID and password, user ID and name in our in session variable, and then we can access that in our dashboard. So if it is means everything is fine, then it is redirecting to user dashboard action which is here, and in that we are checking user ID. If it is null, then we are returning the same user dashboard view, otherwise we are redirecting to login page. So if it is not null, then we are showing what? So in user dashboard view, let's go to the user dashboard view, we are just showing the username with welcome. Okay, so we are just getting the same output what we were expecting. So this is how you can create the login page, and you can, if you have stored your account details in your database, so you can directly get it from there. Okay, so till now it is available in session. So what will happen, let's see. See, it is redirecting to username and password, means it is redirecting to login page. Now here we can pass admin and then password what I have inserted in database. So this is just sample application. So I have stored the data, means password in plain text format, but we should never store our database in plain text format. See, we have got the admin now. Okay, so this is how we can create the login page. So I think I have covered everything, means how we can create the database, how we can create the table, how we can insert the data into table, how we can select the data, how to create ASP.NET MVC project. I have also added ADO.NET Entity Data Model, I have added controller, I have validated the user credentials, and then how to keep user details in session and displayed in the user dashboard. So I have covered everything. So if you have any doubts, please put all those doubts in the comment section, and if you want more clarification, you can directly email me. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and share the video and subscribe the channel for upcoming videos.